What's up, guys? Thunderstorm Productions here. That's right, I changed my name around a little bit to go along with the new update that I'm going for my channel. And yeah, this is actually a start of it. This is what we're gonna be reviewing today. Today we're gonna be taking a look at set number 71709, J and Lloyd's Velocity Racers, 322 pieces, ages 7 and up. On the top, you have Digi J, Digi Lloyd, and Harsnar. You have Ninjago again on the back. A little bit of sneak peek over there. On the back of the side of the packaging, you have everything that goes along with it. And yeah, with that, here is the Velocity Racers. So just gonna move up a little bit. This is everything you get out of the Velocity Racers. It's very, very cool. I really do like how these were put together, and definitely makes it look like it came straight from the show. So yeah, we're going to start off with Harsnar, and since he has the smallest vehicle, so you can see it's a surfboard with this sort of engine piece in the back, and this sort of what looks like a plane piece. I'll go ahead and take him off of there. You can see it's just a plain old surfboard. Pretty cool, actually. I do like the detailing that was put into this. It's overall very cool. Next, we'll take a look at the Kitana, which this set comes with the green Kitana. So as you can see, it's just the regular Kitanas, but it is green this time. There's 3 of them. As you can see, it looks like the loot boxes in the Speedway 5 Billion. So very cool. Of course, it just slides in. I'll go over the function of with Jay's vehicle once we get to it, but we're going to be starting off with a Lloyd's bike. And this is a pretty interesting looking bike. Oh, the sword's off a little bit. As you can see, the cockpit can open up and close back down. That's Lloyd's sword over there. I don't really know have any place to put it. When you put it down, the controller's right in front of him. You have these 2 pieces in the back. You have a small wheel and a big wheel. And going over the details, you can see you have some things. Very, very nice. You can choose whether or not to store these here or not. I store them there. So, yeah, these were actually a lot of fun to build, surprisingly. This set comes at $30, and if you can get it at a sale, then probably like 20, 30, or 20 to 25 bucks on sale, depending on if you get lucky or not. And for Lloyd's weapon, the thing doesn't really stand that well. For Lloyd's weapon, you have a gaming controller, but it's got this sort of upgraded version of a regular sword. So, very, very cool. And we'll be taking a look at the minifigures last. So, and I forgot to mention, Harsnar's weapon is the black version of the controller with red, and it is a sort of blue ice sword, which looks very cool. And finally, you have Jay's jet. This thing has a lot of great details on it. It was a very confusing build at first, but once I got further into it, it was very, very cool. As you can see, there is actually a piece I took off because I didn't really like it, but I will put it back on later to show you what it looks like. As you can see, you have these sort of, if you want to call them light blue, you can call them light blue, but they're like light blue sort of pieces. You have these engines in the back. It's a really great mix of black, blue, white, and green. A little bit of green in there. But yeah. And also, I switched out his hand for black since that's more accurate. What you can do is you can actually take the Kitana, you can put it into the back of the jet, and once you put it in, you turn it, and Jay gets like an extra pair of wings. I am not the biggest fan of this because right here you can see it kind of makes the wings look dull, but you choose. You can just close it. You don't really need the Kitana for the function. You can just open them up. You could be like a little chomper. Nom, 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 nom. Very cool. Jay's weapon is it's like the Season 11 version, but it's in like a Day of the Departed type color. You have of course, you have the controller, which looks very nice, I forgot to mention. But yeah, it's missing a button, but it's probably just due to detailing that they couldn't really put that in. So, there we go. So, now we're going to take a look at the minifigures. So, we're going to start off with Harsnar. As you can see, he has a lot of really, really nice detailing on him. And he looks very, very nice. his pants for some reason are not the same as his chest, but that's probably something due to that. I don't get why he has purple hands, but okay. He has this black armor piece. For it's basically the black version of the ninja's armor. You have this really nice looking rat sort of face with like a visor sort of thing, and you have like a black tooth. This guy has a lot of black on it, which looks very nice. If we go ahead and take off his head, pull off the armor, you actually have some detailing, which looks kind of like a Mechagodzilla sort of back sort of style. You have a heart right there. I don't get why he has a heart, but alright. And yeah. Next up, we're going to take a look at Lloyd, as this is actually my first look at a Prime Empire Lloyd. Oh, actually, before we get to that, I want to show you what he looks like with his weapons. So, with this, you just slide it in, and yeah, he looks very nice. I do like how the weapon looks. You can pose him in like any sort of style if you want. You can have it in this arm. You can flip it around and replace it. It's completely up to you. I do it like this, as this, it's got the little plug down there, so it would actually make sense. Next up, you have Lloyd, and Lloyd has a lot of really great detailing on him. You have a sort of really light lime color arm, and then you have the regular green. You also have the sort of visor. I really wish that there were more of these visors, but in like different kinds of styles, like in the show. But yeah, you have the regular old belt with some sort of buttons. You have one of those buttons up top, and you have the sort of belt going into his shirt. You have this sort of white triangle with a little line on the inside. And you take off his hat. Also, a little bit of detailing. I like how they put the symbol again on the top. That looks very nice. And you have the sort of bandana sort of style, but it wraps around the entire face, which I really like. Plus, those little green aspects looks very nice. For Lloyd, you have a sort of angry face, and if you turn around, you have a happy. It's a new sort of smile. It kind of looks like the one from the Spinjitzu Slam. No, I don't have that set or thing, but anyways, I've seen a couple people do this, but you can actually have him without his visor, which it looks okay. I don't really do that though. I always stick to the visor. Before I forget, let's grab Lloyd's weapon. Whoa. Before I forget, let's grab Lloyd's weapon. Let's put it on him, and the weapon definitely fits him. Again, you can pose it however you want, but it's very cool. And finally, we move on to my favorite character, my favorite ninja, Jay. And Jay has got to be it looks like pretty much the same thing as Lloyd, but with a couple small details. For starters, he has a completely white arm and hand. You have the sort of blue arm. But you would normally have a white hand with this set, but I changed it out because I like accuracy. Don't judge me, but you also have the buttons that are like interconnected, and then it's like a vest. It really does look like a vest. You have this sort of button down here. You have again the belt looking thing. You have the white armor, and for the mask, you have same thing as Lloyd, but with a different symbol. I don't know how well you can see it, but there you go. And for Jay, you have a sort of upside down smirking face, and then you have that, which if you turn it upside down and flip it back around, it's actually pretty much the same face. I actually discovered that a little while ago, but again, to flip around the head and put that on, completely up to you. I actually kind of like it with Jay. With Jay, it looks kind of cool. With only a few of them, it actually looks decent. And finally, if you want, you can actually give him the Kitana, like he just won the race. But he actually looks very nice with the Kitana. Of course, you can do it with Lloyd real quick. You can do it with any of the characters, since, it's Lego. You can give the Kitana to almost anybody, and they have almost unlimited power, even though the Kitanas have no power inside of them. But you can, of course, give it to Lloyd, and it looks good. But in all seriousness, Jay's weapon is, what I've seen a lot is that you just leave it like that. But what I do is I actually put in his other arm. That way he's actually holding it right. So, and this is the only really thing you can do other than switch it around, because this piece actually requires a sort of plug. You can't plug it onto the back, so that's more for a stick. So yeah, that's it for that. And overall, this set is actually very, very nice. Well, jeez. Overall rating, I give this set a really nice 8 out of 10. Actually, let's give it an 8.5. What I don't like about it is I don't like how Jay's jet has a lot of really weird pieces when transforming it. It just looks very strange with the whole transforming bit. And I kind of wish that Lloyd had that function, as it's Lego. But the bike is very accurate along with the jet, so yeah. Anyways, that is the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. You hit that like button and comment down below what is your favorite Ninjago season and why. In my opinion, I'll give you guys my opinion right now. My favorite season, as you can tell right now, is Prime Empire. But Seabound might take that title, as I've been watching Seabound anytime that I see the episodes or get the chance. I really like them so far. I'm not going to go into details, as I don't want to give out spoilers. So, yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, be sure to subscribe to the channel. You hit that like button and comment down below what is your favorite season and why. And if you haven't watched it, that's completely okay. I completely understand. But with that out of the way, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys later.